And Roger wrote one, really. I think he wrote one on the first album. So Brian and Freddie were the strong force on the compositional side.
John Deacon is a retired English musician. John Deacon is a multi-instrumentalist who's most widely recognized as the bass player for the British band Queen. He also played keyboards and sang backing vocals on some tracks and wrote some of the band's biggest hits, including Another One Bites the Dust, I Want to Break Free, and the bass riff for Under Pressure. He's been nominated for a BAFTA Award and an OFTA Award. The band was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2001.
No one was really actually stating everything that could be done. And then as the years went on, we all started to contribute, on the songwriting side.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is John Richard Deacon, but is also known as Deacon, Deeks, and Deaky. He was born August 19, 1951 in Leicester, Leicestershire, England, making him 70 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.8 meters or 5 feet 11 inches tall. Deacon has often been described as the quiet member of the band. Although the rest of the band felt he was the right bassist for them, he barely spoke in rehearsals and avoided arguments. He had some very specific demands on stage. Next to his control rack, there had to be a mini bar with water, beer, soft drinks, spirits, and cocktails he fancied at the moment. Southern Comfort, vodka, or tequila. They always had to guarantee that the provided glasses were made out of glass. Apparently, Deacon had a phobia for plastic cups. Apart from the drinks, the bar also had to contain a mix of assorted nuts and chocolate M&Ms. In a 2014 interview with Rolling Stone magazine regarding the forthcoming Queen plus Adam Lambert North American tour with Adam Lambert, May and Taylor admitted they no longer have much contact with Deacon, except regarding finances, with Taylor stating that Deacon's completely retired from any kind of social contact and describing him as a little fragile. May added, however, he still keeps an eye on the finances, though. John Deacon is still John Deacon. We don't undertake anything financial without talking to him. In 2013, a newly discovered species of the genus Heterogrion from Brazil was named Heterogrion johndeaconi after Deacon, in honor of his musical and songwriting skills. One of 4 Heterogrion flat-winged damselflies named after the bandmates, paying tribute to the 40th anniversary of Queen's founding. Deacon usually played the bass with his fingers instead of using a plectrum. He counted his influence as Chick, Michael Jackson, and Stevie Wonder. His favorite bass players were Chris Squire of the progressive rock band Yes and The Who's John Entwistle. In 1973, Rolling Stone wrote that the combination of Taylor and Deacon is explosive, a colossal sonic volcano whose eruption makes the earth tremble. He was in charge of the band's finances, inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2003 along with fellow Queen members Freddie Mercury and Roger Taylor, and he's also the only Queen member not to sing lead vocals on any Queen track. He assembled Brian May's mini guitar amplifier out of electronic junk and an old speaker box. The device was dubbed the Deaky amp and became part of May's characteristic guitar sound. John is married to Veronica Tetzlaff. The pair got married on January 18, 1975, and they have 6 children together. He wrote the song You're My Best Friend for Veronica. John has 5 sons, including Luke, Cameron, Robert, Joshua, and Michael, and his daughter is named Laura.
Obviously, everybody goes through stale patches where you can't come up with much in the way of ideas. And then if there's 4 of you writing, then there's some strength there somewhere.
He was born to Arthur Henry and Lillian Molly Deacon. His father worked at the Norwich Union Insurance Company, and in 1960 the family moved to the dormitory town of Oadby. Deacon attended Linden Junior School in Leicester, Gartree High School. Deacon took an interest in electronics at an early age, reading magazines on the subject and building small devices, including the modification of a reel-to-reel tape deck to record music directly from the radio. He studied as well at Beauchamp Grammar School in Oadby and achieved 8 GCE O-level and 3 A-level passes, all at grade A. He particularly enjoyed soul music. In 1965, at the age of 14, Deacon formed a school band, The Opposition. The band would go through many lineups and name changes, with Deacon eventually leaving the band altogether in 1969 to pursue studies in electronics at Chelsea College in London. In August 1969, John Deacon left the opposition and his instruments behind in Oadby to concentrate on his studies at Chelsea College. Nonetheless, in late 1970, he formed his own band, Deacon, that gave only one live performance at the college. In early 1971, he was introduced to Roger Taylor and Brian May, members of a newly formed band, Queen, at a disco. Since the band did not have a bassist, he appeared for an audition, eventually being selected for the position. In June 1971, John Deacon played his first show with Queen at the College of Estate Management in Kensington. In December, they began recording their first album, Queen, which would eventually be released on July 13, 1973. In this album, he was credited as Deacon John. The album, Queen, peaked at the position of number 83 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart and at number 47 on the UK Official Albums chart, leading to their second studio album, Queen 2, which was released on March 8, 1974. On November 8, 1974, the band released their third studio album, Sheer Heart Attack, and with it, Deacon debuted as a songwriter, writing Misfire and co-writing Stone Cold Crazy. From 1975, Deacon began to compose regularly, becoming well known for writing Spread Your Wings for their 1977 album, News of the World. However, he got his first worldwide hit in 1980 when he wrote Another One Bites the Dust and Need Your Lovin' Tonight for Queen's eighth album, The Game. From the mid-80s, concurrently with playing for Queen, he also started playing for other bands such as SAS. He officially retired from public life after Freddie Mercury's death in 1991, but continued to perform sporadically until 1997. On April 20th, 1992, he performed at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert with Queen's surviving members. He also played the bass to complete Mercury's unfinished album, Made in Heaven. His last appearance on the stage was January 17, 1997, at the Théâtre National des Charlots in Paris.
Cowboys, which is why the American phrase "Another One Bites the Dust" came in, really. But then I thought that was very silly. I never even got to show that to the band. I decided to change it before then.
John has primarily accumulated his net worth from his career in music. Goldfinch Productions, owned by Deacon, has paid him millions of dollars. In 1973, he made $620,000 from the sales of the album titled Queen, which he released with the rock band Queen. During the next year, he made more than $1.5 million from the albums, including Sheer Heart Attack and Queen 2. Later, in 1975 and 1976, John earned more than $4.8 million from his various albums. In 1995, John made over $10 million from the album titled Made in Heaven. He has a net worth of $170 million. Currently, he lives in his house in Putney in southwest London. John's never moved from Putney since he never wanted to disrupt the schooling of his children. The house features 5 bedrooms and a swimming pool. He likely owns the following vehicles: a Porsche SUV, a 1978 Aston Martin V8 Vantage Coupe, a Vespa scooter, an Audi R8. A Ferrari.